All right. Thank you for joining us for Featured Employer Friday. My name is Nicole. I'm with Oglethorpe's Career Development. I'm the Employer Relations Manager. Today, we're going to have a chat with HeartBound Ministries. We've got Spencer with us today. He's the Program Director. But yeah, Spencer, will you go ahead and just kind of tell us what you do at HeartBound Ministries, and then tell us a little bit about the organization itself?
Sure. So HeartBound is a nonprofit. I think we're going on our 18th or 19th year here. So we work in prisons, and our mission is to provide resources, really of all kinds, to offenders, their families, and correctional staff. And we want to really transform the state of corrections from one of just simply punishing people to actually restoring and sort of redeeming people and empowering them to change their lives and become productive, healthy members of society. And we accomplish that in a variety of ways. I joke all the time to my friends that I probably have the most absurd job in the world. Like Tuesday, I was at a prison playing spike ball with juveniles serving adult sentences. And on Wednesday, I was on Ponce in Atlanta, setting up beehives at a transitional center so that we can start making hard time honey with some of the inmates out there. So we really, we have a variety of programs across the 30-something prisons in the state of Georgia. We really just try and help in any way that we can through like art classes, financial literacy, funding chaplains. But that's really what we exist to do. I'd like to think that we're pretty good at it. And we're really blessed to be in the position that we are, to have cultivated such good relationships with the Department of Corrections where, despite COVID, despite staffing issues, we're still able to get our foot in the door and help people where they need help most.
Yeah, thank you for that. I've heard of HeartBound Ministries since I was a student at Oglethorpe University. And HeartBound Ministries has a very special connection to Oglethorpe because it's founded by an Oglethorpe alum, Andrea Shelton. She couldn't join us today. Yes. Yeah, and also happens to be Spencer's mother. So yeah, I mean, it's obviously a very important organization. They just had an art show at Oglethorpe Museum of Art as well, which was really powerful. And I know that.
Yes, incredible. Shout out Elizabeth Peterson. She's wonderful.
Yes, shout out to Elizabeth. And in the nature of, nonprofit setting, it always seems like there's a few people wearing multiple hats. And so I know that you have an internship opportunity. And so we so appreciate you talking to Oglethorpe students about this opportunity. So can you just kind of tell us what this role entails?
So really what we're looking for, we have a program called Little Readers. And so I don't know if most people know this, but since the pandemic started, the Georgia Department of Corrections has not allowed anyone under the age of 12 to visit any prison facility. So we're looking at almost 2 years now of parents not seeing their child in person. There have been babies born, there have been birthdays. I mean, it is truly a tragedy. And we honestly don't know when that policy is going to change, because prison is a perfect environment for COVID. And it's the department's responsibility to take care of the people entrusted to their care by the court. So with this Little Readers program, what we've done, it used to be we would go into a prison and we'd take recording equipment and a bunch of children's books, and we would kind of help the participants like articulate and how to read a book to someone else. And we would record them reading to their child, and then we would send we'd take that recording, burn it to a DVD, and we'd send that DVD a copy of the book and then nutritional and literacy resources to the caregivers of the child. And when COVID hit and it shut down all visitations, what we did is we pivoted, and instead we sent training videos and recording equipment to each of the facilities in Georgia, so that one of the staff members could film for us and then just mail us the SD card, and we'd burn the DVDs. And that's been tremendously successful. I mean, last year, I guess 2021, we filmed 580 something inmates and sent out videos to 900 something children. And so really we're looking for someone that can coordinate that program. So not only burning the DVDs and creating the packets and mailing them out, but keeping track of the program and how many people how many lives it impacts, and then also expanding it. Unfortunately, our prisons are very short staffed. I mean, we're looking at anywhere from 30 to 40% absenteeism. So we need someone that is well organized and a good communicator and can reach out to these facilities and kind of push them to record, because if you're not constantly reminding, it's easy to forget or do a recording every 6 months. And really we'd like to get these out as much as possible, because these children are not seeing their parents. And well, they can video conference, but it costs a ton of money. So we do this completely free of charge to them. It promotes literacy, which is the average inmate reads at less than 6th grade reading level. So we wonder why people end up in these situations. It's because from the beginning, they're just hampered. And so we like to be able to promote that literacy, and it also forms a bond. There's all kinds of studies that when a parent reads to a child, it just lights up all different parts of the brain, as opposed to a kid playing video games. So we're really looking for someone to take our existing Little Leaders program and the infrastructure that we have and then expand it. And as we were kind of brainstorming yesterday, preparing for this, we really want to call the position a children's programming coordinator.
Okay.
And as part of that, we'd like to see a program called Project Art. It's art to rehabilitate and teach. And we'd like to take someone that's kind of art-minded, which my mom and I are not necessarily, and develop a curriculum for us to take into prisons, whether it's during visitations, parents being able to complete a craft with their child, or we have juveniles, and we have a ton of juveniles in prison. And they love doing art classes, they love drawing, they love paper mache, and we like someone that is kind of artistically talented and could develop a curriculum that we or another volunteer, because I know students maybe not necessarily going to have time to drive down to Macon, Georgia and go to Burris Correctional Facility, but we could take in with all the supplies that they've outlined and then just administer and oversee that program. So the position is a children's programming coordinator, and we're really looking for someone for the entire spring semester, if at all possible.
Awesome. And so how early should students apply for this?
They're welcome to reach out to me now. My email,
Okay.
I'm sure we'll attach it in the description, but I just email. It's simple. It's spencer.heartbound@gmail.com. And if they're also interested in volunteering in prisons, we have a ton of facilities in the metro Atlanta area. We can get them involved there. We do things like gift bags assembly. So we just collect simple hygiene items and we take those to inmates. You have no idea. You can make someone's day with just a bar of soap. Like these are people that they just need help, and they need someone to care about them. Like on earlier this week, like the kids that I work with, they've been asking for months. They've been very good to me. They've shown me a lot of respect, and I appreciate that. And so they've been asking for if I could bring them lunch, and I just brought them hamburgers from McDonald's. And it was just they just sat in silence for like 30 minutes and just ate hamburgers and French fries and nuggets, and they were so happy just to have little sauce packets, just to have a little bit of flavor. So it's so easy to touch someone's life in prison, and that's the incredibly rewarding part about this job. And yeah, we're open to having them start whenever. We can continue for as long as they'd like. We really need as much help as we can get.
I think this is a really wonderful opportunity for students, like you said, who are great communicators, who have interest in the arts, who have an interest in pursuing nonprofit careers. It looks like this is
Sure.
a paid
And criminal
internship.
justice too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it is a paid internship, correct?
Yes, we usually start interns at $15 an hour, depending on experience and time availability. Nonprofits, we'd like to just hire as many people as you can, but you have to raise $1 for every dollar that you pay someone. And one thing that we are really proud of is in our budget, only 9% of our annual budget actually goes towards like salaries and administrative expenses. We spend 91% on programming. So
Wow.
for every $10 that we get, $9.10 are going to inmates' families, and to correctional staff. So we put our money where our mouth is, and we are extremely, extremely proud of that statistic.
I mean, this sounds like a wonderful opportunity. It's a wonderful learning experience. It's a great resume builder, but it also is a very mission-focused opportunity as well. So students who are seeking that kind of experience should go ahead and apply right away.
Yes.
Spencer, thank you so much for chatting with us about this internship. And students, if you have any questions, you can direct them to me, or you can email Spencer directly. All right, thank you.